Round of applause.
안녕하십니까.
Hello, everyone.
1618회 천심원
I would like to welcome and congratulate everyone who has come to 1618th Cheonshim Won Special Vigil Devotion.
오늘도
Today,
전 세계적으로
throughout the world, 19,200 places are connected with us.
4만 1000여 명이
About 41,000 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion.
우리 신한국은
Heavenly Korea,
천원 특별교구에서 본원에
from Cheonwon Special District, 200 members have come to offer prayer and devotion.
200명대로 평일을
Now they are gathering they have become district that goes over 200 people to offer prayer and devotion during weekdays. Through online, 194 total of 394 members are attending from Cheonwon Church, Cheonsung Church 63, Iksan Church 56, Changwon Church 39.
정성에 참여하고 있습니다.
In this order,
신일본교회
members are attending
나가노교회
the vigil in Korea.
34,
In Heavenly Japan, Nagano Church 34, Morioka Church 14, Kamikawa Church 13, Higashi Church 13, Yonago Church 11, Hikone Church 11, Tsuchiura Church 10.
이런 순으로
In this order, members are attending.
14,180곳에 연결이 되어서 또 유튜브로
14,180 places are connected with us to attend through YouTube.
세계적으로는
Throughout the world,
배냉교회가
Banning Church,
만몸 통일
they're undergoing 8 days mind and body unity workshop.
96명이 오늘도 연결해서
96 members are connected with us to offer prayer and devotion together with us.
그리고
And
진유럽 중동
Heavenly Europe and Middle East Youngsung Workshop, 40-day workshop, there are members attending in Russia, 47 members.
이제 오늘로
are
40일 수련
Today
38일째가
is 38th day of their
함께
workshop, and
참여하고
they are
있습니다.
connected with us today.
또 신유럽 중동 영성
And Heavenly Europe and Middle East Youngsung 40-day workshop in Albania, 19 members are attending the workshop, attending at the moment.
감사합니다.
Thank you very much.
신북미 천심원에서
Heavenly
또 19명이 함께
North America, Heavenly USA Cheonshim Won 9 members are attending. Heavenly Central and South America at the Jardim Training Center, members are attending together with us. At Mozambique,
신아프리카의 영성
Heavenly Africa Youngsung trainees are attending with us.
전 세계 분원에서
Branches around the world,
영성 실현이 계속되고
as we continue to push forward with the Youngsung Workshop and after the Youngsung Workshop, all the branches will be welcoming Youngsung Academy. We are going into the next phase in Branch Providence. In Russia, 333rd Youngsung Workshop, they have met in one of the city. In Russia, Ulyanovsk Church, it is their 400th vigil to pile up the Tower of Devotion and attending vigil here with us. Ulyanovsk, you didn't know this kind of place existed, right? Such a place, in such a place, our members are piling up the Tower of Devotion. And today, in front of the Detention Center, our members are offering prayer and devotion for the last 311 days. Hwana Church, Gura Church, and Ansan Church members are offering devotion and piling up the devotion. They said that our devotion will never end. And with a heart of gratitude toward True Mother, we will become one strong, tighter, and we will move forward. Here at 1618 Cheonshim Won Special Vigil Devotion, it is special devotion that we offer as the entire world gathers together for the True Mother's well-being and for True Mother's release. For our devotion to connect to those, we will offer devotion. This message was sent to us by Song In-young Grand Church Pastor. In fact, I'm just grateful that he is offering unceasing devotion. Today, Yeonan님 and Hunsung님, the True Family 4-Person Foundation are here with us. And as we are here with them, I am grateful that we can offer prayer and devotion with other leaders too. truly, during the time of difficulties, during time when they're busy, True Family 4 Foundation are attending the vigil. Why don't we give them a big round of applause?
오늘 본원에는
At the training center,
그 장기 수련생들이
669 long-term workshop trainees are here. Then a workshop,
GPP 포함해서
including GPP,
54명이
254 members are attending.
우리 재단의 김문식 재단이사장 사모님께서
The wife of
GPP 40일 수련회
Kim Moon-sik, board director of our foundation, she is attending GPP workshop continuously up until now, and we must give her a round of applause.
영성 수련생
And the Youngsong workshop trainees,
71명입니다.
271,
아카데미 70명,
Youngsong Academy 70, Youngsong workshop 49, attendance workshop 34, international Youngsong workshop 118. And today,
행복을 입지 않고 맨 앞에서 흰 옷을 입고
our trainees who offer the praise with white clothing
영성
in front of Youngsong trainees are Songhwa Youth 21 Day workshop trainees. 40 of them were singing in front.
대만 특별 수련생
And Taiwanese
오늘 수료를
trainees, they'll be graduating today, and they have sang the song The Calling in Korea, and they sang it very earnestly. You heard them singing. For 14 days, they completed their workshop. For our trainees, why don't we give them a big round of applause of congratulations?
그리고 이 일을 위해서
For this purpose,
민대사협회장
our brother Min Dae-se
함께 하면서 지금
is with them and have been offering a lot of devotion for our members. Yesterday, he offered 3 cheers to Wang Man-se.
우리가 축하의 박수 한번 올려드립니다.
I think we need to give him a big round of applause of congratulations as well.
대만의 놀라운 역사가
I'm certain that great work will occur in Taiwan.
오늘 가와사키 수영
Kawasaki Suyong,
교회에 있는
he is from LA Church.
이세가
He's the second generation of a 6,000 blessed couple. He shares such a moving testimony. Our second generations are not in the restored environment. So in school, he received a lot of difficulties. He was addicted to the pornography and media, and he made a bad habit of eating too much. And even when he attended services, he had a deep loneliness, and he even hated himself so much. He has been living such a life. And the pastor suggested him to attend Third International Youngsong Workshop. And our brother made resolve. And he even used the money he saved for the blessing and attended this workshop. And through this workshop, with the life or death determination, in order to get away from the spiritual environment that he was in, as I mentioned, with life or death determination, he joined the workshop. As he came, there was no one he knew. It was very uncomfortable for him. He set his goal, and in order to reach that goal, he put his utmost, and he shake off all the perception he already had. And as he did, the yearning for true mother arose, and with tears he offered prayer, even if his voice got hoarse. And eventually, when the time came for the 1,000 vows, as he offered 400 vows, he had a heart of giving up. At that time, he heard Hyojin's voice. The translator was shouting so loudly today that I was so surprised too. You heard her say, right? You coward. How are you going to protect and save your mother in this way? I offered everything as devotion. Prove yourself and earn my respect. And these were the words of Hyojin. Our brother heard these words. And finally, he went over his physical limitation. He made victory of offering 1,000 vows. The next day, he offered 1,000 calling out prayer, and he offered 43 vows, adding to the devotion. And going beyond his physical limitation, he resolved to throw everything for your mother, but eventually he was diagnosed with COVID-19, and it was really difficult for him. On the last day of his quarantine was the day when 24-hour fast and 16-hour devotion was held. Because she was in quarantine, and since nobody was watching, nobody would scold him or say something about him. Even if he didn't attend, even in that environment, he resolved to join the devotion. he made the victory.
노래 한 구절 부르기도
Even singing a phrase in a song was really, he had to put everything. But he offered 24-hour fast and 16-hour devotion as he made the victory. He said that he was surrounded by the hot
어떤 시련에도 흔들리지 않는 사람이 되어
burning
어떤 대가를 치르
fire of the Holy Spirit.
반드시
And he resolved that no matter
똑같은 심정으로
what happened,
LA에 가서
our brother said
성을 키우기
he's
위해
determined to uplift members in LA, renew spirits, and receive blessing in 2027. And he resolved to protect True Mother whatever it costs.
정체성을 확실히 깨달아서
And because he realized that he is the pure waters,
어머님과 함께 마지막
he resolved that
결의를 오늘 여러분께 했습니다.
his identity is pure water, and he will move forward with True Mother, come what may be.
경험하고
Truly, he was able to
경험했습니다.
experience the work of revival, work of rebirth. What may give a big round of applause to our brother
그리고
as a congratulation.
익산교회 소신 김홍현
And Kim Hong-yeon, our brother from Iksan Church,
보면은
if you look at Iksan Church, if you look through the Zoom,
맨 첫 번째
they always put the banner, and Kim Hong-hyun, our brother's name, is always up there
정말 식구들이 많은
as the first
기도와
name.
정성을
They came on the list, and truly a lot of members have offered devotion for him. Before he came to workshop, do you remember how heavy he was?
5kg.
He was 100. How difficult
모든 것이
what his
사실은
steps may be, but all these things,
영들의 역사.
all the things that he's been doing was the work of evil spirit that has placed it within his body. If he exercised, small and big accidents occur, he was able to overcome. He had to overcome through that accidents. It was difficult for him to exercise. Even he was bullied by the second generation as he attended elementary and middle and high school. He was bullied as well. Even when he sleeps, he is dreamed about dying, and he dreamed about how evil spirits lurking at him, waiting to attack him, and he closed his heart and he lived like a recluse, and eventually made a body of 165 kilograms where he made error on the weighing machine. He was living in such a difficult time, and eventually he resolved to challenge himself to attend Youngsan workshop. And he always wondered, will I be able to finish this workshop? He said that even offering 43 bows was difficult. When he stands too long, his legs were swollen. Even it takes about an hour to get up to the tree of blessing. And we have 120 size, the largest size we have for our international members, but he couldn't even wear that size. To be honest, we don't have enough space for people to sleep, so we are using the last one of the floor in the hospital. And in order to reach up there to the hospital, it takes about 3 times of resting for him before he fully reach there. And through that devotion, he was able to make the victory. And as he made victory, he was able to communicate with the essential evil spirit that he had. Whenever he had frustrating heart coming in, he said, "Essential evil spirit, you're trying to block my way, right? Let's see who's gonna win." Just like the Jacob had wrestled with angel, he talked to the evil spirit and walked the course of victory. At that moment, the director of Kim Jo-won said that if you keep this body, when your beloved one is about to die, what would happen if they die with the 0.01 second reach? Usually, people would receive a lot of pain through that, wounds, a lot of them. You know how, telling a fat person to lose weight is one of the pain that they can receive. And this might have caused a lot of pain for him, but he didn't accept it as pain. But instead, he took it as an advice and put his effort in. No matter how difficult it was, it should be easier than the course that True Mother is walking. So, in order to break through this limitation, he exercised. And this is the heart that all of us should have. No matter how difficult it may be, would it be more difficult than what True Mother is going through? Our True Mother, who is truly facing the most difficulties, her physical body,
법원에서
We reported that to the court, and they were able to extend for true mother to stay in the hospital.
SNS에 떠오르는 거 우리가
And we saw that today.
이렇게 힘드신
Our true mother, who is having such a difficult time, when we think about it,
아무리 힘들어도
no matter how difficult we are at,
전진할 수가 있을
we
것입니다.
can move forward as if
그리고 마치
we're not having a hard time.
3일 동안 몸살을
And
앓으면서
as he wasn't able to get up for 3 days, he was able to liberate century with spirit. He had such a wrestle and made a victory through that wrestle. You know, in the past,
5kg씩 빠졌다면은
every week he lost 0.5 kilograms. And after that incident where he liberated century with spirit, he lost weight of 2 to 3 kilograms.
하게 된 것입니다.
And finally, he was able to stand up today to offer his testimony.
올라가게 된
He was able to ascend to a position where he can share with light body, and he was able to receive heaven's power. As he reached closer to Cheonshim, he received special power. What is the special power he received? And that is
효진님, 형진님, 대모님의 심정을
to
느끼고
feel Heavenly Parents, Hoyojin, Hungjin, Temonim's heart. He ascended to the position. He wailed,
울고
he wept endlessly,
음성을 들었는데
and he heard the heaven's voice saying that you are my son.
자격이 있다.
You deserve to be loved, and you deserve to love. Since I don't have physical body, on behalf of me, you embrace with warm heart.
사랑을 느끼는
And our brother was able to even feel Heavenly Parent embracing him with warm love. So I hope I believe that he will receive blessing very soon. And Iksan Church pastors and members for praying for our brother, I truly want to say thank you. And Iksan Church member who knows
기도와 정성을 드리고 있습니다.
Grace Church Cheonshim Won, our 56 members are attending to offer prayer and devotion. 아주.
오늘 김명호 센터장님
Today, Kim Myung-won Center Director, you heard her report.
306개 교회 순회하면서
As he toured around 306 churches, more than 35,000 people, he shared his messages and words and offered the grace of Heavenly Parent to parents. When he went to the churches to talk about Century with Spirit for the first time, she said that she was scolded by other members. What do you mean, Century with Spirit? Are you trying to get more money out from our pockets? She was received such scold. But if you still do not know about Century with Spirit, that means you do not know about the principle. You do not know about the spirit world. Spirits must come down to the physical world, and only then they can be revived and resurrected. That is the principle. You've been listening to these words, and you've been trying to follow the words, and through this. This is the truth, right? That's why you've been following. So you must realize how many spirits, countless spirits exist. So your physical body is not just your physical body, it is a body on behalf of all the spiritual beings. 아주. So Jesus to the John the Baptist, calling him the Elijah, and we must realize this deeply and understand why our circumstances are occurring within our family, within our church, being angry at each other, being jealousy of each other. All of these negative emotions rising within family, within church, within our brothers, sisters are the work of evil spirit, and we must lead all those evil spirits to be completed, to be revived, to be reborn. And only hope to do that is here. We are the only ones who have that hope. 아주. Today, you read true parents' words. True love is strategic tactic that can conquer even hell. You read those words today. True love is a foundation that can conquer even hell. When you possess true love, all sadness and pain are sublimated into joy within that true love. Walking the path of true love means that all the pain, all the sadness will eventually be turned out
여러분, 이거
sublimate into
깨달았습니까?
joy. Do you feel this?
깨달았다면
Do you
놀라운
recognize this? And
깨달음입니다.
do you receive realization through these words? And that if you did, then that is great realizations.
전략 전술이 참 사랑이다.
Heavenly Parents, true parents' tactic is true love. So all the
전술을
to all the blessed families, true parents and Heavenly Parents are teaching us, and that is taught through family pledge.
가정은 그 다음이 뭡니까?
What follows in Korean?
사랑을 중심하고
It's the way English is written is opposite. Our family, the owner of Cheonhyeok, centering on true love.
해방권, 석방권을 이루기 위해서
So in order
땅에
to
지상의 지옥을 점령하고 천상 지옥을
perfect the realm of liberation, complete freedom in the kingdom of heaven and earth and in heaven, as we carry out the tactic of true strategy, tactic of true love, for that will
싸워나가야 할 종족의 왕, 종족의 메시아,
the tribal Messiah, the king of the tribe, queen of triumph, you have received the tactics, strategic tactic of true love that is given to you through a family pledge. So God uses strategy to be struck first and then take away, taking things back.
전술은 맞고 빼앗아오는 것이다.
And God's strategy tactic is strategy of being struck and taking back, whereas Satan strikes first and has things taken away. It is totally opposite.
그래서
So
부모의 길은 무엇인가?
what is the path of a parent? Parent walks the path of reforming unfilial children by making sacrifices through true love. And we read those words through today's words we have prepared. So Jesus came as a father. He came as a father, but as he was crucified in the hands of his children, what is it that he's going to show? As he came as a father, he showed a path of sacrifice. Before Jesus was driven as a rebel before the Roman Empire and even put to death. It is only after history passes that the name of the saint is given. Has there ever been anyone recognized as a saint in their own lifetime? No one. So all the saints received such title only when they were struck first and taking the title back. So in Pyeongwon, page 920 in Korean version, God is one who comes seeking while waiting. He is the one who uses strategic tactic of being struck and taking back. It means that when an evil world comprehensively persecutes and destroys things, heavenly fortune assists, hands everything over, and causes a great leap forward. Do you believe?
이 말씀을 절대 믿고 실천해 가시는 분이
The one who absolutely believes in these words and practices is Holy Mother Han, True Mother. We must believe this fact. So, even in True Mother's words, we have let people know, and more people will prosper. And all we have left is to be prosperous. At a position where she received 13 sentenced to be imprisoned, only we will be prosperous. If we center on love and receive strike first and taking back, we will be prosperous. Before the providence, everything we do, we must make everything prosper. Oh, it's difficult. We cannot do this. You should not be able to say that. All the churches will develop, will prosper. We must make things in that way, and only then we can fulfill heaven's words. So, we should not be afraid of persecutions. Even in today's words, receiving persecution is another secret method of inheriting the ownership of one's enemies. You know whose words these are? These are Mother's words.
하나님께서는 저와 제 남편에게도 그런 체험을 많이 하게 해 주셨습니다. 핍박을 받는다는 것은 원수의 소유권으로 상속받는 또 하나의 비법인 것입니다.
God has allowed both my husband and me to experience that many times. Receiving persecution is another secret method of inheriting the ownership of one's enemies. Thus, those whom God loves are always protected by heavenly fortune. So, instead of standing in the position of despair, with absolute faith that heaven's will be accomplished, let us raise our voice, offer prayer and devotion. We must do that. In order to fulfill heaven's teachings, we should do everything. Kim Myung Center director shared a lot of compliments to the Cheongguk Church. 66 members registered and 22 Central Evil Spirit registered. To be honest, I was disappointed. 60 members registered, but only 22 people registered for Central Evil Spirit. And I feel that they still do not know about the Central Evil Spirit. I can feel that they're still living within the Central Evil Spirit. They're not trying their best to liberate Central Evil Spirit and try to get away from the hands of the Central Evil Spirit. I'm pretty sure that a lot of members in around the Korea still have not realized the truth about Central Evil Spirit. That is because our prayers has not reached the utmost. You heard our two brothers' testimonies. They truly offered the utmost prayer and devotion. And they have offered prayers and devotion that can be boasted about through their testimonies. Essentially, we stuck to our brother for years, and whenever he sleeps, dreams of him dying, looking at evil spirit trying to attack him, and he didn't want to go out, and he ate and ate and ate, eventually creating his body as 165 kilograms. Do you think that evil spirit will leave us very easily? He was able to liberate the Central Evil Spirit finally, and he lost his weight, 60 kilograms of body weight, and how light his body would be. Now he's living a body that feels like he can fly, and he's offering prayer and devotion and volunteering using that body. Our brother who was addicted to the pornography media and heavy eating, he was in a position of loneliness despite his attending the services. But with the life and determination, he came to the Youngsung workshop and he entered a position where he can let go of all those things. Isn't that amazing story? Isn't that He offered devotion and life or death determination. He offered fasting devotion. He made that victory. He set such standard. When we think about this standard, all of us can be victorious. If we get all this devotion, we will be victorious. True. And all the individuals, all the families must offer prayer and devotion with life or death determination. And all the churches must offer devotion with life or death determination. All the nations, all the 195 countries centering on the national leader, if they offer devotion with life or death determination, the spirit world, the absolute spirits who are trying to work will work greatly. You heard 교진님's voice today. Both of them heard, I don't have my body, so on behalf of me, with life or death, fight for me. We have received that request from 효진님. To all the members around the world, if we harbor the same heart, the power that our brother Hongyeon received, he said, I received the power. I received the power to experience true mother's heart. I received the power to experience the absolute spirit's heart, and all the leaders around the world receive the same power and connect completely one with Holy Mother Han, True Mother. And if you pray with like that, you'll be able to move heaven. And if our background of spiritual world is still small compared to secular world, even if we liberated our ancestors and blessed them, as we offer Cheonshim Won devotion, even if we try to settle things down spiritually, liberate spiritually, we have not yet laid enough foundation to defeat over the secular world. Compared to the people of secular world, we are very small in number as a blessed families. Knowing this, in order to bring liberation and release of kingdom of heaven on earth and in heaven, our number is too short. The more and more people must come to offer their prayer and devotion. Our church must revive. Our church must develop. You must set that goal and challenge yourselves. Our true parents, as they progress to providence, when they set goals, they always set very high goals. 30,000 blessing. 2 years later, they resolved to offer 360,000 couples to receive blessing. After that, 2 years later, 40 million couple received the blessing. And after that, what followed? 360 million couple will receive blessing. 400 million first and second phase. That's how they progress the providence pushing us. If we substantially realize all those things, what kind of world would have been realized? However, we were only setting as a condition, feeling secure that we have done everything. And calling out Manse, that we only set it as a condition that we made victory through as a heavenly tribe. I like that. Although we receive all those titles, we are still weak. We must, in order to set substantial results, we must put ourselves effort. We must set a new resolve, new determination. If you set your heart like this, and move forward and offer prayer and devotion, Spirit world will have hope and work through us greatly. I believe we will make such a day as a history. I hope you make tonight's devotion to make a history in the providence. Let us offer another big round of applause to President Gi-sung for giving us that grace-filled message for us to be awakened.